Hi, it's Lucy, and welcome to my tiny house reading staycation. Yes, so this is a little bit of a different video for me lately in the past year or so, because obviously I haven't gone anywhere, so I haven't had a chance to have a vlog in a different location. So here I am. I'm in a tiny house. I'm still in Atlanta. If you don't know, I do live in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's why I'm classifying it as a staycation, because I'm still in the same city. Also, it is raining, which I feel like you can definitely hear. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough that this footage is useful and I can still use it. But forgive me if you can hear the rain sounds. That's supposed to add to the ambiance, as they say. Anyway, and it's going to be raining this whole time I'm here. So, but yeah, let's get into the topic sort of the video. It's not really a topic. I'm just staying in a tiny house. If you don't know, which honestly, how would you know? I am a little obsessed with tiny houses, and last year for my birthday I started researching tiny houses in my city, and I found this place. It's really cute. I'm going to give you guys a tour later, maybe tomorrow morning when the lighting will be better. We'll see. And yes, I found this tiny house, and I'm just using it as a way to like rejuvenate myself. It was supposed to be for my birthday last year, like I said, but it was booked for my birthday, and then the next booking didn't seem like feasible for me, so I just waited. Like earlier this year I remembered about it, and I was like, maybe I should do that for my birthday. And then I was like, okay, let me book it for my birthday. And then it was booked for my birthday again, but there were more dates that were like closer to my birthday that I felt like it would make sense to go, mostly because I wanted to use the outdoor area, which it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to use anyway, because I didn't want to go too deep into the winter because I wanted to be comfortable outdoors. But it's raining, so I can't sit outside anyway because it's not covered or anything, which, you know, I can't fault the place for that. You know, they don't control the weather. It's a reading vacation because I brought books. If you watched my October TBR, which may or may not have been the last video I put up, who knows, I mentioned how I've been in a reading slump. I hate saying that, which is why I always put it in quotes, or I like qualify it with a bunch of things, because the idea of a reading slump, I just don't like it. Like, I guess it's a reading slump, but I just don't feel like reading. I haven't felt like reading, which is fine. Like, I don't like saying it like that. I'm not in a slump. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't felt like reading, so I haven't read. It's not, for me, I don't really get into a mood where I'm like, oh, I really want to be reading, but I just can't. Like, if I wanted to be reading, I would be reading, and I just haven't felt like it, which is fine. But now I'm kind of feeling like it, so I brought a few books with me. I brought my Kindle, and I'm going to be reading them. And also, this is taking place during the Black SFF-a-thon. I did bring my entire Black SFF-a-thon TBR because all of those books were on my Kindle or via audio anyway. Plus I brought 3 extra books, which I will show you right now. But actually first, in case you missed my October TBR, the 3 books I will be reading for the Black SFF-a-thon are The Forgotten Girl by India Hill Brown, which I have on audiobook, so I'll be listening to that. The Sisters of Reckoning, which I have on my Kindle, and The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin, which is also via audiobook. And then the 3 extra books that I bought, I'm here for 2 days. I'm here for today, tomorrow, and then I check out the next day. So I'm definitely not reading all of these. I just, you know, I like options. I have Beasts of Prey, which I also mentioned in my October TBR, which I may or may not start tonight. We'll see. The Other Black Girl, which I have been wanting to read and haven't gotten to it. And yeah, I'm excited to read this. This doesn't really fit Black SFF, obviously. I mean, maybe not obviously, but as far as I know, it's like a literary contemporaries. And then Rayberry by Jordan Ofueko. I had a large plan for this book and the series that I ultimately failed because of my aforementioned slump. So yeah, I'm hoping to get back on track with that at some point. And yes, so those are the books for this, you know, little reading vlog. I have ordered dinner, which I'm waiting for right now. Then I'm just gonna sit and read. Maybe I'll watch some TV. We'll see. We'll figure out where the night takes me. Good morning, it's me. So last night I had a night's sleep, so to fill you in, I have not read anything. Yeah, last night I just relaxed. But I had an eventful night because I went to go to bed in this loft, which I will show you now. I need to do a house tour. I was waiting to do it this morning because I thought it would be better light, but it is still raining, so the lighting's not going to change. But this is the bed. It looks messy because of the story I'm about to tell you. But yeah, this is the loft bed, and this is the goat that is across from it for some reason. Back to me in the loft, sitting on a fun little pillow. There's like 4 pillows. There's 2. I'm incredibly paranoid right now because there is a spider in this loft. I don't like spiders. I don't like bugs at all. I don't like bugs. I don't know what to tell you. Spiders are bugs. I know they eat the bugs, blah, blah, blah. And if this was like a normal spider, me and him could get along, or I could capture it. But it's so big. It's bigger than most spiders I've seen. Like, it's obviously it's not tarantula sized, or I would have left. Like, I could not be here if it was tarantula sized. Every noise I hear, I'm convinced it's a spider, even though it's obviously not big enough to make a noise like that. But then I'm like, what if it's a mutant spider and I angered it, because I did anger it, I think, or it's scared. But it's like this big, I think, like this big, which for a spider is like pretty big. Like, normally I see ones that are like maybe this big. Like, I see tiny ones, but it's like just big enough to freak me out and make me not want to kill it. So I was like, maybe I can capture it, but I can't find anything to capture it. Anyway, I couldn't sleep here. There's luckily 2 beds in here. But it was really disappointing for me because half the reason I got this specific Airbnb was because I liked the loft and I wanted to sleep in the loft. I thought it would be really cool. I expected there to be bugs. It's next to the pillows. Like, I didn't expect it to be right there, you know? Like, oh, I see one by the door or something, or like I'm sitting on the couch and I see it, and then I can just like kill it quickly. But like, you know, getting ready to go to bed, and then you just see this big ass spider next to your pillow. No, not for me. So I couldn't do anything last night. I went to bed in the other room, which I'll show you. This morning I came back up here because I was planning to like journal and like do this update and everything, and like maybe do a little bit of reading, because I was like, oh, like the spider stays over there, it's probably sleeping, because I did Google it, spiders are nocturnal, so I was like, it'll just be hiding like wherever its web is, because I didn't see the web, so I assumed like it has like something in the walls or something. I don't know, where do spiders live? So I was like, oh, it won't be here. Of course I come here, it's like sitting directly on the wall. I continue to freak it out. I'm texting my sisters, and she's like, just kill it. And I'm like, I don't want to kill it because it's so big. What if it has babies or something? I don't know. I read too many things that it's like, I killed the spider and then a bunch of other spiders came out. I can't have that. But anyway, I was like, you know, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to kill it. Of course, it had moved and started crawling on the wall by the time I decided to do that. So it made it harder to kill. And I tried to hit it with a book because there are a bunch of books. I was going to do a whole little tour of all the books, but they're all near that side of the bed. So I might not do that. So I grab a book, a heavy book. It's also on the bed. And I try to kill it. I miss, of course. And of course the spider can jump. So it jumps. I will show you. The spider is on the wall above the window. And I try to kill it there. It like runs a little bit. I try again and miss. And then it jumps from the wall onto the books. And I assume it's hiding behind the books on that invisible shelf. I haven't seen it move since then. That's my update for this morning. Not a whole lot has happened other than that. That was very eventful. I haven't read anything. I didn't end up journaling. I did order breakfast, which looks good. I'll show you that. And yeah, and then I'm just gonna go down and live downstairs. You know, the TV's down there, the couch is down there. I don't need to be up here. And there's another bed, so it's fine. This is this morning's breakfast. I got food from a place called Heroes Donuts and Buns. I did also get donuts. I'll show you them later. And I got this fresh squeezed orange juice as well. This is like a bacon, egg, and cheese, basically. And then these are their version of hash browns. They look pretty good. They look like that TikTok trend of those like 100-hour potatoes. That's how they look to me. So when you first come in, there are actually 2 gates. There's one at the end of the driveway to get into like the whole property, basically. And then there's one for my tiny house. And then there's another tiny house here. And then there's a main house, which I'm not going to show you for privacy, I guess. Yeah, so this is a gate. It actually does feel pretty secure because there's a gate outside of this gate. And then the door to the tiny house also has a lock. So yeah. And also this is a residential neighborhood, so it feels pretty safe regardless. This is a ping pong table that if I had friends I would use it with. There's like some greenery out here so you feel like you're in nature. There's a hammock. If it hadn't just rained, I would use it. As you come further in, there's this nice little tree full of nature. This is the outside of the tiny house, and there's this little sitting area next to that is, I forgot what it's called. I think it's like a solo stove fire pit thing, which I was really excited to use. I've never started a fire before by myself, and so I was excited to use that. But once again, it has been raining, so can't really sit out here, can't set a fire because I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain soon, and the trees are also dripping, so I don't really think that's conducive to fire, and also the firewood is wet. There's this other sitting area, which once again, if I had friends, I would use it. And then there's this, I don't know what that is, junk, I don't know. And then here is where that spider that was in my apartment was. I'm pretty sure I killed it by accident when I tried to set it free because it's still in that cup. So yeah, but I tried to shake it out and it didn't come out, so I don't know. It might be playing dead, who knows? It's been a couple minutes, it might be dead. But yes, that's the outside. There's these nice lights that maybe I'll come out at night to show you guys because I'm pretty sure they were on when I was there. And then I guess that's it. And you can hear the sounds of nature. And then we'll go inside. So this is the front door. You just come in. There's a code to come in, but obviously I didn't lock it because I literally just came outside. So when you walk in, you see all my stuff. Our area looks like I live here. There's pants, which I probably should have moved, and then that blanket is theirs. That sweater is mine. And then this is a little couch. This is what the front door looks like. Obviously my shoes are there. There is this, which was originally on this bed. I'll show you the bedroom actually. Yeah. There's TV. I was watching YouTube. And this is where I slept last night, which is why I got an A for, I think that's a Braves A. I don't know, it's a sports team. And yeah, that's why the bed looks all disheveled, because I slept in it. But it was pretty good. I liked it, and there's like some cute art and stuff. That's the bed, the first bedroom. There's some drawers down here, which I do have stuff in. That's my tripod. And then, yeah, like I said, this tray was originally on the bed. It has these fun little snacks, and I haven't eaten yet. A better vlogger than me would, you know, clean up. But yeah, this is a little table. It has 2 stools for 2 people. Once again, it's just me. And that's my donuts that I also got as part of my breakfast. And before we move on, let's do like a little overview. Obviously, once again, my stuff is in here. I have my suitcase standing because I don't trust the bugs. And yes, so the bathroom is at the end. This is the kitchen little area. And there's a nice little plant. And let's keep going. So like I said, sink, it's pretty big. Counter space, so if I wanted to cook, I could. This is a tiny little dishwasher. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so tiny. Also, if I wanted to cook, there's a 2-burner stove, a cutting board, coffee that I should make. They also do provide coffee pods. Isn't that cute? This cabinet, what is it? Oh, like laundry stuff, I think, and the microwave if I wanted to use it. This is a fridge. I think it's like a half-size fridge, but it's pretty big. They provided me that's my dinner last night, but they gave me beer. Isn't that cool? I don't really drink beer, but I might. And then this is the bathroom. I think you guys saw it last night, but that's me in this cute little mirror. This is a cute little sink, towels and stuff. This is my stuff. There is also a washer dryer combo machine, which I don't plan to use because I'm only here for 2 days. But it's cute that they have it. This is a regular toilet. I know a lot of tiny houses use like composting toilets, but this doesn't move, so I assume they just hooked it up to like their main sewer line or however toilets work. I don't know. I don't own a house. This is the shower bathtub. I do want to take a bath. I think I can fit in here, so I'm going to take a bath, basically. And yeah, and it's pretty cute. Tile's cute. Everything's cute. That's the main floor of this place. I think it would be fine for like what I'm doing, basically. This main floor, it's helpful that this place has the loft and everything, so you can, you know, have more stuff. Like if I were actually living here, which I would honestly never do, I would probably turn that first bedroom into like something else, maybe like a little office or something, just so, you know, you have more space. And like obviously if it was just me, I wouldn't need 2 bedrooms. And like the couch, I would turn into like a pull-out couch or something, so I could have guests if I wanted to. I'm pretty sure this was probably made for Airbnb, so makes sense why there's 2 beds. And now we're gonna go up the ladder. Here's the ladder. There's also this sign that says, less house, more home. Enjoy your stay. Hashtag field trip ATL. I'll leave the link to this Airbnb in the description box if you will be in the Atlanta area or in the Atlanta area and want to stay in a tiny house. Other than the spider thing, which I got rid of, so you should probably be safe. It's like a cute place to stay, and I'm enjoying it. So let's go to the loft now that I got rid of the spider. Okay, so yes, I'm climbing up into the loft. This honestly isn't the worst climb. I should have turned on the light. The second most annoying thing about this place is that the light switches for this entire loft are downstairs, so you can't climb into them with the lights on, because then you have to go back down to turn them off. So this is what the loft looks like when you first enter, sort of, kinda. Obviously it looks a little messier because I was planning to go to bed here before I saw the spider, so I moved the pillows and stuff, which is how I saw the spider. And yes, and there's a bunch of tissue there because I was planning to kill the spider with the tissue, but then I gave up, so there's that. But yes, this is what you see. There's some fake flower things. This is a little tray crate thing with books in it, some artwork. There's a bunch of windows, which I like. That window is the reason there's a spider here. There was a spider here, I should say. There's these floor pillows, which I mentioned earlier. There's no room to stand here, so you have to be sitting on the bed. You can barely sit up here. Like, I can only sit up, like, I'm in the middle. It's what do you call the roofs where it's a triangle? It's that kind of roof. So I'm like right in the middle where the highest point of the triangle is. And I'm also 5'5", so if you're like 5'8", you can't sit up. That's it. That's the end of the tour. I'm planning to read some books. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit downstairs. I'm gonna sit somewhere. That's my least favorite part of this tiny house. None of the sitting areas are really that comfortable for me. The couch is fine. It's just I'm not used to sitting on such a tiny couch. Like, my personal couch is small, but that couch is even smaller, and there's no table or anything. They have like a little tray next to it, but I would prefer like a small little table so I could put like my computer or something, or like a drink, whatever, but they don't have that. So yeah. And then the TV is in a weird spot. Like, you have to angle yourself really high to look at it, but I should be reading, so it doesn't matter. My camera ran out of battery, which is so fun and sexy for me. So yes, I'm using my phone to film. I actually have no space on my phone though, so I just spent an hour deleting footage off of my phone. Not footage, just stuff I had on my phone because it was full. So sorry if the quality changes. It probably did change, blah blah blah. I really have limited time to speak. So updates. Today, it is 6 p.m. right now. I have spent the whole day doing a whole lot of relaxing, blah blah blah, the whole point of this little trip. I did read some. I read the first chapter, no, not the first chapter. I read a chapter, maybe 2 chapters, I don't remember now, of The Sisters of Reckoning, and I am still enjoying it. I'm still pretty early on into the book, but I decided to put that down for now. Not for now, but for the time being that I was spending reading, because I decided I wanted to read a physical book more. So I picked up The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Delilah Harris, and I'm on page 73 now. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it. This follows a black girl, or a black woman, I should say, I guess, because she's an adult like me, who works at a publishing house, and she's the only black person who works there. So we start following her, seeing her like day-to-day life, her like trying to bring more diversity into her publishing house, and like kind of not getting a good reception for that, until one day when another black girl comes in for an interview, and then our main character gets like excited, and then things are starting to happen from there. Like the other black girl, gets a job, and they like start talking, and it's a whole thing. And the main character is like dealing with, like microaggressions, kind of macroaggressions. There's a thing. This is still under the first 100 pages, so I think I could tell you there's a thing where the main character is an assistant to the editor, or is that an assistant editor? I don't really know, because she has like a main editor that she's working under, but the editor asked her to like read something and proofread it, or not proofread it, but like read it so they could talk about it and see if she had anything to say about it. And basically the main character was kind of sensitivity reading it a little bit, and pointed out how one of the characters in that book was like a huge black stereotype, and it turned into a whole thing with the author. And so like this, where I'm at, is like right after the aftermath of that, but it seems like this book is going to have multiple perspectives, or like going to have multiple like maybe timelines. I'm not really sure. The first chapter of this book has like it starts off really mysteriously, so I am intrigued by reading this. I'm excited to continue to read this. I have to think about how to phrase that. Yes, so this obviously is not for the Black SFF-a-thon, because I'm pretty sure it's not science fiction fantasy. It might be a thriller, though. I don't know. Thirdly, I also started reading The Forgotten Girl by India Hills Brown. This is the group book for the Black SFF-a-thon, so I am making progress with that. Okay, so I got interrupted, but what I was saying is I started The Forgotten Girl on my walk around the neighborhood. I'm 33% of the way through. It's good so far. I could, in theory, finish it tonight. We'll see. I did have a plan to do some other stuff while listening to the audiobook, so we'll see what ends up happening. Hi, hello, it's another day. This is the end of the vlog, as you can already tell. I wanted to end it real quick, update you all on how the reading ended up. Truthfully, I did not read any more than the last update. I have since finished The Forgotten Girl. The live show for that, for the Black SFF-a-thon, took place already, so I will have that link down below. Me and all the other hosts discuss it, and it was a good time. So check it out if you're interested in more of my thoughts on that book. And that's that. Once again, the link to the Airbnb, and also if Airbnb has affiliate links, those will be linked down below. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Also in the comments down below, leave me a little house emoji. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.